What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Shaquille Frostman Legend Wiggins. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon, and a lot of people. I just had a feeling that somebody needed to see this. Um, I just wanted to talk about how the reason why people are poor. Majority of the time. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about everybody. Some people got different circumstances, but for the most part, I mean, the only reason why you poor is because you got a poor way of thinking. At the end of the day, and you know what? I'm not trying to make me seem like I'm better than anybody, but a poor way of thinking. This is how you know you got a poor way of thinking. When you see somebody having success, you see somebody doing something that you want to do, and you could do it as well. But the problem is, opportunity look like work, and you don't want to take the opportunity because you might have to work too hard. Like, for instance, network marketing, a beautiful industry. I had a poor way of thinking before, and I'm gonna tell you what was going through my mind, and maybe you can relate directly. MCA, a lot of people talking about MCA. A lot of people despise MCA, and I understand why. I'm going to give you why I hated MCA, which was a poor way of thinking when I was poor. I worked a job, and while I was working a job, I saw a lot of people on Facebook talking about turn $40 into $80 and blah 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 benefits, car benefits you can save on. I hated it, annoyed the crap out of me. Every time somebody posted about it, I wanted to meet up with the person personally and slap them because I was poor minded. At the time, I worked at Chipotle. While I was working at Chipotle, I probably pulled in about $800 to $1,000 tops per month. I got paid bi-weekly, which means each check was about $400, $500 if I actually put in work overtime. The point I'm trying to get you guys to understand is, if I would have took advantage of the opportunity, MCA, which would cost me $40 out of pocket, and signed up, let's just say, I don't know, 10 people, that would have been equivalent to the check that I had to go to work all month for. And the reason why I say I was poor minded was because I thought like this. This is exactly my way of thinking. I was like, I don't want to sign people up and then have to harass more people and keep signing people up. That's ignorant. Because I still got to go to work and keep going to work and keep doing something I don't like anyway. And the fact of the matter is, me making anything more than I was making was unrealistic. The opportunity with MCA was unlimited. Now, I didn't join MCA and I missed that, so I'm not trying to promote that to you. I'm just trying to show you my way of thinking and why I was poor when I was poor, because I had an opportunity in my face, present, loud and clear. It was so obvious that it was opportunity there. It was ridiculous. I just didn't take advantage of it because of my poor way of thinking. At the end of the day, now I got a new opportunity that I did actually take advantage of. Wake Up Now. I've been a six-figure earner in this company for several months now, and it's been a blessing to me. But I still got to deal with certain people that thought like I used to think. You know what? That don't really interest me. You know what? When I joined Wake Up Now, it didn't really interest me either. And at the end of the day, yeah, people may say, you passionate about that now. And it is true, I am passionate about it, but I was far from passionate about it when I first got into it. I just stopped thinking poor and thought about my situation and realized that I wasn't where I wanted to be. Why am I passionate about it now? I'm not passionate about I'm very passionate about Wake Up Now, but I'm not passionate because of Wake Up Now. I'm passionate, but because of my passions, and I know Wake Up Now is going to be the vehicle to get me to what I'm passionate about. Because at the end of the day, I'm in love with business. I love to do business. I always love business. But you know what the problem was? I was poor. So you know how many business transactions I participated in? Yeah, you see that number, zero. I couldn't do nothing because I didn't have nothing. And nobody wanted to do business with somebody who don't have anything. That was me. I was the guy who thought I knew stuff, but I didn't have nothing to show for it. At the end of the day, it's a lot of smart people. A lot of people I did business with back in the day, small business, of course, because we were all small, and they still ignore this opportunity. And I run circles around whatever it is they got going on simply because I stopped thinking poor. I know people who can be very wealthy with the ideas they come up with, but because their mind is so limited to what they already been exposed to, they never gonna get something that they never had. They never gonna be able to get anything that they had. Not gonna be able to achieve anything they haven't achieved as of yet because their mind is so limited to what they already been exposed to. Club promoters that promote, for parties that, and at the end of the day, they only pull in $200, $300. Even if they pull in $1,000 at the end of the party, that's still horrible in comparison to the work they're putting in on the independent level. I just want to say this: if you guys are looking at, what people are doing, what people are, people promoting it. A lot of the people that was promoting MCA turned me off with how they were promoting it. Do your own due diligence, do your own research, and stop thinking like a poor man. I know people getting $600 residual in 30 days. I know people getting $600 residual in 60 days. How long would it take you to make that type of money without going to work every day, every single month? What would you have to do to establish something like that? Because we got people doing it in this company, Wake Up Now, that I'm a part of, in the 60-day period. And I was not promoting MCA, but I was just, giving you my why I missed a wonderful opportunity because I was thinking poor. Going to a job that I didn't even like. And then, and you know what? Back to the passionate thing they want to talk about. I'm not passionate about that. But the thing that mind boggles me is the people that talk like that, they work at certain places like McDonald's, Wendy's, grocery stores. Like, what are you passionate about? Mopping floors? What are you, Mr. Clean? You trying to be Mr. Clean in the future? You like to see your reflection on the floors? I'm confused. You trying to make a living just like everybody else. So tell me this: what are you passionate about? Because I don't think that you mopping that floor is going to really put you in a position to actually live out what you're passionate about. It's not going to give you no financial freedom. And in order to live out your passions, you have to be financially free 9 times out of 10. Because passions don't pay the bills all the time. And you want to separate finances from what you got to do. Like volunteering. I volunteered once recently, and I'm going to pick up on it heavy because I actually enjoy doing that. If I had to work for finances all day, that wouldn't be on the table because I would have to spend my time working for $1. Listen, guys, I'm 20 years old and retired. And, at this point, only reason why I still do this, the only reason why I still go hard is to give somebody else the ability to say what I just said. So it's either you're going to do one or two things. Either you're going to keep thinking like a poor man and live a poor lifestyle, or you're going to use your brain and stop just living out the day in the cubby. That's what I I live in a condo, and when I first moved in here, I was very impressed by it. I thought it was the nicest thing going. Now I've been all over the country. I'm going out of the country next month, but I've been all over the country and I've seen so many better spots. And now I feel like my apartment is a hole in the wall. And the only reason why that's the case is because I've been exposed to better. And I consider them cubby holes. People go to work and they go back to their cubby hole. People go to work, they go back to... I don't want to live like that. If you want to live like that, then by all means. But if you don't want to live like that, then you're going to have to use this. 30 days. I know people took 30 days to get 600 residual. I'm not trying to say, this is a 30-day solution. Some people took 90 days. Some people it took more than that. But at the end of the day, they did it. They got there. They took advantage of an opportunity that could put them in that position. And you know what? I would rather take the chance to be one of them than take a chance and be you, the person who's so ignorant, the person who's so poor-minded. I'm not even gonna say ignorant, poor-minded. That's what we're gonna use, poor-minded. Somebody who can't think past, well, I don't feel like, you don't feel like thinking about your situation because at the end of the day, 95% of America live in check to check. 95